The silent weapon. How to become truly untouchable. Have you ever felt invisible? Not because you chose to be, but because the world simply passed you by. You tried harder, spoke louder, proved yourself endlessly. Yet somehow, recognition slipped away. You were predictable, readable, exposed. And the world does not reward the exposed. It discards them. There is a trait so dark, so silent, that without it you will be erased. It doesn't matter how skilled you are. It doesn't matter how smart you think you are. If you lack it, the reckless will outrun you, the shameless will outshine you, and the undeserving will seize what you were meant to hold. This trait is not courage. It is not charm. It is not aggression. It is invisibility within dominance. The ability to move unseen, to act without being read, to bend the world quietly to your timing, your terms, your rules. Those who master it become untouchable. Those who ignore it vanish unnoticed. And by the time you finish this video, you will not only understand this trait, you will know exactly how to wield it yourself. So stay with me. And if you want to learn how to become untouchable in a world that preys on the obvious, make sure you subscribe. Because what you're about to discover is not just advice, it is the silent weapon that decides who rules and who is ruled. Most men believe life is fair. They think success comes from talent, hard work, or charm. But the truth is brutal. The world is not fair. It does not reward the loudest voice, the biggest muscles, or the cleverest words. It rewards the unseen. It rewards the unreadable. It rewards those who cannot be predicted. Look closely. Every conversation you enter, every room you walk into, is a battlefield. Not a battlefield of fists or weapons, but of timing, silence, perception. And yet most people rush to explain themselves, to prove themselves, to be understood. In doing so, they hand over the very power they desperately seek. They are predictable. And in the invisible war of influence, predictability is a death sentence. Think about it. Every apology you give too quickly, every detail you overshare, every attempt to please. These are not acts of kindness. They are signals of weakness. They are breadcrumbs others will use to control you. The more visible you are, the more disposable you become. True power is not in being everywhere. It is in being unreadable. It is in observing while others reveal themselves. It is in speaking less, so every word carries weight. It is in silence so loud that others expose their fears just to fill it. This is why those who seem calm, patient, untouchable, they dominate. They do not chase opportunities. They draw them in. And here lies the truth no one tells you. Life is not a series of open contests where merit alone decides the outcome. Life is a hidden game of perception. While you wait for fairness, others seize what you hesitate to claim. While you explain, others calculate. While you seek approval, others bend the world to their terms. You are not weak. You are not incapable. You have simply been playing the wrong game. You've been loud when silence was power. You've been visible when invisibility was strength. You've been predictable when mystery was the true weapon. This is the truth most never face. But once you do, you will never see the world the same again. Now that you see the truth, the question is, how do you escape? How do you stop being the obvious, the predictable, the disposable? The answer is not louder words, not greater force, not desperate action. The answer is restraint. The answer is silence. The answer is control. The first step is observation. Stop reacting. Stop rushing to explain yourself. Listen without answering. Watch without being seen. Let others reveal their hunger, their fear, their weakness. Knowledge before action is leverage no one can take from you. The second step is emotional restraint. Praise, insult, temptation, rejection. These are levers others use to control the weak. Do not let them. Feel everything, but act on nothing unless it serves your strategy. Anger becomes calculation. Desire becomes leverage. Insult becomes intelligence. This is mastery. The third step is scarcity. Do not be everywhere. Do not give your presence too freely. Absence is a weapon. When you withdraw, people speculate, overreach, and reveal themselves. When you reappear, you command attention simply by existing. Scarcity creates value. Value creates power. The fourth step is precision. Every movement, every word, every glance must be deliberate. Speak less, but when you speak, let your words carry weight. Move slower, but when you move, let it shift the entire room. Power is not in the noise, it is in the inevitability of your action. And finally, control perception. Let others guess. Let them wonder what you want, what you know, what you will do next. Mystery unsettles more than aggression ever could. People fear what they cannot measure. They respect what they cannot predict. You do not need to become louder. You need to become unreadable. You do not need to fight for attention. You need to make absence speak louder than presence. You do not need to chase. You need to draw. This is how you transform hesitation into strategy, silence into dominance, invisibility into power. From this moment on, you will no longer live as someone predictable. You will no longer bleed power by over-explaining, overreacting, or overexposing yourself. You will move differently. You will speak differently. You will exist differently. Silence will become your weapon. Presence will become your gravity. Scarcity will become your leverage. You will act with precision, not impulse. You will control perception, not chase approval. You will step into every room as the one no one can read, no one can predict, no one can control. And understand this: power is not given. Influence is not granted. Respect is not begged for. They are seized, quietly, strategically, invisibly. The world bends not to the loud, but to the unreadable, not to the reckless, but to the patient, not to those who react, but to those who calculate. From today, you are no longer waiting for recognition. You are no longer seeking permission. You are no longer explaining yourself to those unworthy of your energy. You are untouchable. You are the one others hesitate before. You are the presence that reshapes the room without speaking a word. This is not an idea. This is not theory. This is your new identity. The silent strategist, the unseen force, the one who bends the world by being everything it cannot predict. Now it is your turn to decide. You have seen the truth. You have understood the hidden war that controls every room, every conversation, every decision. The question is, will you stay the same, or will you transform? Do not just listen. Do not just agree. Commit. Right here, right now, commit to becoming unreadable. Commit to mastering silence. Commit to moving with precision, with restraint, with power. Leave a comment below and write your commitment. Write it so the timid part of you dies and the strategist within you lives. Share this video with those who are ready to awaken and let them join this path with you. And if you are ready to keep sharpening your edge, if you are ready to keep learning the silent strategies that make you untouchable, subscribe now. Because this journey does not end here. It begins here. You have the code. You have the weapon. You have the truth. Now make it yours. Move unseen. Act with inevitability. Become untouchable.